Hey guys, I finally found my favorite cafe and honestly, I really love the vibe here.
I honestly love walking through the city at night because everything feels so cinematic.
Good morning, everyone. Today is going to be a super productive day.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. The video you just watched was created using a completely AI-generated influencer. And the most interesting part is that this entire workflow was created inside a single platform. So if you want to, create AI influencer build faceless content, make cinematic AI reels, or create consistent AI characters, then today's video is going to be extremely useful for you. I'm going to show you a complete step-by-step workflow, from image generation to consistent character creation. All the way to cinematic AI influencer videos, we'll be exploring an advanced AI video generation platform called Vidu AI. So let's get started. First, open Chrome and visit the official Vidu website. Once the homepage loads, you'll immediately see Vidu's clean and modern interface. To log into your account, click the Try Vidu button in the top right corner. After logging in, you'll gain access to the main Vidu dashboard and can start creating AI-generated videos immediately. Once inside the dashboard, you'll notice that the interface feels very clean, beginner-friendly, and well-organized. Here you'll find several powerful features, including reference to video, image to video, templates, AI video cutter, text-to-speech, AI lip sync. Now let's finally create our AI influencer. On the left side, click on the Generate Image option. Inside this section, you'll see two generation modes, text to image, reference to image. Since we're creating a brand new influencer completely from scratch, we'll use text to image. Inside the prompt box, we'll add our influencer prompt. For this example, I'm using keywords like cinematic lighting, realistic skin details, social media creator vibe, professional photography. These keywords help generate a more premium and realistic-looking result. Next, in the Settings section, select your preferred model, set the quality to high, and generate multiple outputs. This gives us several variations of the same character to choose from. Now, simply click Generate. Within a few seconds, Vidu creates the images. And honestly, the results look incredibly realistic. Especially the facial details, lighting, hair texture, and skin quality all look very impressive. And now that we've created our AI influencer, it's time to test one of Vidu's most powerful features, reference to image. This feature allows us to create multiple consistent variations of the same influencer without changing the facial identity. So inside the Generate Image section, click on Reference to Image. The first step is uploading a reference image. I'm going to upload the influencer image we generated earlier, specifically the one that looks the most realistic. Vidu automatically uses that face as the identity reference. Now inside the prompt box, we'll create our first variation. This version, I'm using keywords like mirror, selfie, luxury bedroom, oversized hoodie, cinematic lighting, Instagram aesthetic to create a realistic social media style influencer look. In the Settings section, keep the quality set to high, generate multiple outputs, and set the aspect ratio to 16:9 for a cinematic format. Now click Generate. As you can see, the same influencer identity is being maintained, while the outfit, pose, background, and camera angle have completely changed. Next, let's create another variation, this time with a cinematic street-style aesthetic. For this prompt, I'm using city street coffee cup, cinematic neon lighting, fashion photography, to create a modern lifestyle influencer vibe. Click Generate once again. Now we have the same influencer placed in a completely different environment, while the face identity still remains consistent. Let's create one final variation to build a more professional influencer portfolio. This time, I'm using keywords like luxury cafe coffee mug, cozy atmosphere, cinematic lighting to create a realistic lifestyle creator. Look. Generate the image one more time. And honestly, the result looks extremely professional. Especially the light-in-face consistency, camera composition, and realistic atmosphere all feel very cinematic. Notice how every image keeps the same face and influencer identity, while the clothing, pose, environment, and overall vibe are completely different. And that's exactly why the reference to image feature is so powerful for AI influencer workflows. Most AI tools struggle with consistency and completely change the face after every generation, but Vidu does a surprisingly good job at maintaining character identity. Now we've reached the next major step. And honestly, this is one of the most important parts of the entire workflow because now we're going to create a permanent AI character identity that we can reuse in future images and videos. On the left side, click on the Assets section. Basically, the Assets section works as Vidu's character management system where you can store and manage characters, references, generated assets, and reusable AI identities. Inside Assets, open the My References section. This is where we'll create our consistent AI influencer. At the top, click on Create References. Vidu now gives us multiple reference options: static reference, dynamic reference, and prompt reference. If you've already generated influencer images, then static reference is the best option. Now we need to upload multiple images of our influencer. I'm uploading a portrait shot, a side-angle shot, and a cafe lifestyle shot. Uploading multiple images helps Vidu better understand the influencer's facial structure, different angles, expressions, and overall identity. Next, give your influencer a name. I'm naming this character Luna, but you can use any name you want. There's also a voice section available. If you want your AI influencer to have an AI-generated voice, you can select one directly from here. The tag section is optional, so beginners can safely skip it. Now click Next. Vidu will now show you a preview and identity summary of your influencer. Here you can review uploaded images, influencer style, and the overall character identity. Finally, click Confirm, and Vidu will create your reusable AI influencer reference. And just like that, our AI influencer has been successfully created. Now we can reuse this same influencer in future images, cinematic scenes, reels, and AI-generated videos. Now we've reached the final and most exciting step of the workflow. So far, we have generated influencer images, created multiple variations, and built a consistent AI character reference. And now it's finally time to convert our static AI influencer into a realistic cinematic AI video. First, click on the References option. Then select the influencer reference we created earlier inside the Assets section. Now inside the prompt box, we'll write a detailed video scene prompt. This part is extremely important because the AI uses the prompt to understand motion, facial expressions, environment, and camera style. Now let's configure the settings properly. For the model, I'm using Vidu Q3 because it produces very realistic motion and cinematic quality output. I'll set the duration to 8 seconds so the influencer has enough time for natural movement, smoother expressions, and more realistic cinematic motion. For the aspect ratio, I'm using 16:9 because it works perfectly for cinematic YouTube-style videos. Inside sound mode, enable both sound effects and voice to make the final result feel more immersive and realistic. For the resolution, I'm choosing 1080p so the final video looks sharper, more detailed, and more cinematic overall. Now that all settings are complete, simply click the Create button. Vidu will now process the influencer reference, the prompt, motion instructions, and cinematic settings to generate a realistic AI influencer video. And finally, the video is ready. Let's play it and see the results.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my vlog. Today, I'm spending my day at my favorite cafe.
Honestly, the final output looks extremely cinematic, especially the talking expressions, smooth camera movement, realistic motion, lighting, and face consistency all feel very impressive. What I personally liked most about Vidu was the character consistency. So that's how you can create a complete AI influencer workflow using Vidu AI. Then Vidu AI is definitely worth trying. Link in description. And if you'd like to see more AI content creation tutorials like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.